So this show gonna be on why all the slander against old school players. I was gonna do just Michael Jordan, but like how Gilbert Arenas was just shitting on
He been going crazy.
I fucking hate that podcast.
Y'all like Gil?
I like
No
Gil.
chill, Gil.
No,
I
McCants
like
trash.
McCants fucking killed.
I hate
that
McCants.
podcast.
But I don't like
trash.
Gil because I don't like players like Gil because they want to do players evolving now, but they never take into account. Well, if you put LeBron in the '60s, LeBron will be killer. But you don't say if Oscar Robertson played now. You want to put how Oscar Robertson played in the '60s, him playing right now, not him evolving to be a player now. And that's what I hate when they talk about stuff like that.
Gil
And the
is.
big O like what?
Everybody
6'5"?
he talked that he cooked in the
6'4",
90s,
6'5" or
he
some
put
shit
the
like that?
game up that he could. When he cooked Mike, he put it up. He cooked the other dude. I was just like, damn, he's so petty.
Well, see, Gilbert can be petty because that's the only motherfucker I know I seen out on court hooping at Pradas.
Yeah.
Dada's like, nigga,
Yeah.
you is wild
He
as
was putting
fuck.
They'll
Oh,
tape his
put
ankles.
60 on the
They'll tape his
non-hooping
ankles up, and
shoes.
he will go
But
to
see,
work.
my problem
That
with
moment,
Gil,
wow.
my problem with Gil, a lot of them are
Notes.
becoming just like a lot of these cats from the old days. He had a 4-year run. Injuries or whatever. I don't care about that. Injuries or whatever. You had a 4-year run.
Man, Ralph,
So
he
just
was
like he
lucky,
put
bro.
on there by the age of 25, me and Steph at 25, I'm cooking Steph. That was your peak, bro. So it's a lot of
injuries cooked your ass.
Michael Ray Richardson. He had a 4-year peak where he was killing, but he got derailed from drug. Whatever was your problem, if D Rose do what Gil doing,
Who ain't doing that? They ain't him.
if he did that,
They ain't him.
but I'm just saying,
No, I know. Yeah.
if D Rose could go on TV every week, if I don't hurt my knee, I'm busting all y'all ass. Kyrie, Gil, any point guard y'all talk about, before I get hurt, I'm killing all y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Jimmy right, but I think it is with him. Poole got an MVP. Kyrie got a ring. Gil ain't
And
got
Poole gonna
none
be-
of that.
and
He ain't
look,
got
and
neither
Derrick-
one.
And Derrick Rose gonna be the only MVP to never go to that's not gonna go to Hall of
They
Fame.
gonna do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Watch every
They
MVP
gon-
in the
but they
history
gon-
of the NBA has went to the Hall of Fame.
And
He
my
gonna be the
thing
only
with
one.
Derrick Rose,
He don't have the credentials to go.
if Bill Walton go, Derrick Rose supposed
I was
to
just
be
finna say
But
this,
you gotta
bro.
think though. But hold on. Bill Walton is in it. But you gotta think it's the Hall of Fame. It ain't put your whole credentials from college and everything together.
That's the problem.
That's the only how
That's
he
the-
made it.
That's
Bill
a
Walton.
basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's what it's
UCLA
supposed to be.
time.
That's what it's
UCLA
supposed to be.
time.
Now that's why they should have a separate Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but see, D Rose wouldn't make it for college. He was only there 1 year.
Yeah,
Don't matter.
And Gil was spectacular, though.
Yeah, you didn't win it, but he was still spectacular. But how many other players that had 4-year good careers? You had 1 year. You left in 1 year. That's on you. Hell no, I'm not putting you in the Hall of Fame in college basketball. No, him, John Wall, none of you motherfuckers.
But do you put an asterisk next to it when it's the generation of the one and done?
That's not my problem.
Okay.
You had a choice to stay if you wanted to.
Yeah.
What they should have did was have, because it is a college basketball Hall of Fame, they should have had just an NBA Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Period.
it should just be NBA by itself.
It should just be an NBA.
I used to be mad. Kyrie played 12 games at Duke. Nolan Smith played the whole time. He was an All-American there, and they just pushed him to the side like he wasn't shit. And I'm watching the year Kyrie played. Why y'all playing the freshman guard? He only played 10 games, and you got a senior that's sitting there.
It's just because
Nolan Smith can't be that trash where you just not gonna play him. Shashevsky. I ain't get that shit.
Kyrie is Kyrie,
Kyrie was
bro.
a fucking dog.
Them
Yeah.
10 games he
That
played,
was
he
unbelievable.
was a whole difference
Nolan
maker,
Smith holding
dog.
it down though.
But it wasn't Kyrie time. I messed with Nolan Smith, Duke my team, but Kyrie came there was just unfucking believable in them 11 games he played.
Them 11 games.
Unbelievable.
Them 11 games, you was like, I need to see no more, my guy.
That's why he
You're
went number
good.
1 because of 11
You're good.
games.
I
I
need
was
to
so
see
mad
no
for
more.
Nolan Smith. I'm damn, bro.
Dude
4
was
years.
fucking amazing.
What's up, everybody? As you can see, we already in here discussing. It's me. We in Love 1030 Studios. It's me, the know-it-all, Big Lurch, and this show we discussing. It's a lot of It's a sign of the times to me because it happens every generation. A lot of hate on the old school. A lot of hate on Michael Jordan and Elijah Wan by these young cats. Well, I can recall 20, 30 years ago when everybody was when Wilt Chamberlain was hating on Mike now. So it's nothing but a generational thing. And like the thing with Gilbert Arenas posted the other day about Giannis, why he going to Hakeem for post moves. You know, a lot of people say stuff. A lot of people say stuff just to get their likes. But you know, we never went pro. But we talking as a fan and as people that know sports. A lot of these guys be like, because they play. I ain't knocking that you played, but come on, man. Let's be real. Dream had post moves. I know centers now are shooting a lot, but I tell you what, they finna go back to the old ways because of that Joker. Joker finna make a lot of people go back to get them a big man, and from what I see, can't nobody stop him. So I'm not mad at Giannis because he's not doing the Euro step. He's trying to improve his game. You know what I'm saying? They can't stop him doing the same thing, but if you stop Giannis from driving, he ain't got to do nothing. But if he get a post game and can put you in the work in the post, now you're in trouble because what you going to do?
That jump shot improved to about 40%.
Exactly.
Charlotte. He going to be already unstoppable, but he going to be.
Our talk this week, you know, what's up with people hating on the old school. And it's really contradictive because a lot of these cats was going to Kobe to learn post-up moves. Who Kobe go to? Hakeem. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all not even making y'all don't even make sense with what y'all saying. And like we was just talking, I get mad at people. JD, I'm talking to you. If LeBron played in the 80s, he would do this. When them 80s dudes come in, so you telling me if Magic Johnson got the same trainer that LeBron had, if Larry Bird had the same trainer and nutritionist that LeBron had, they couldn't come play now? Right. I ain't even trying to hear y'all. Man. All y'all talking about Larry Bird will be overseas now? Shit. Get out. I ain't even trying to get it.
Could you imagine Larry Bird with the calisthenics they got today? Dude. In the 80s? He never hurt his back, man. You talking about top 20 scorer right now he is. He'd have been in the top 5 before he retired.
Bro. Because ain't nothing Larry couldn't do.
Bro, the fact of how physical the game was, and he still was averaging a triple-double. People don't even know.
Being unathletic.
If you look at Larry Bird numbers, he had better rebounding numbers than LeBron. His assist numbers was close to LeBron. So that's what I mean by you guys. Y'all just go by what's the now. Y'all don't go by history. You know what I'm saying? Bird was a killer. He was smart. Didn't have he was like
athleticism.
Dude,
ask Jamal Mashburn about Larry Bird.
The only reason he was able to dunk because he was 6'9". If he was like 6'5", he probably wouldn't be able to touch the rim at all. Yeah.
But look at Adrian Danley, 6'5", and was getting people buckets.
Yeah. All it is skill, man. That dude will talk to you crazy. The dude can shoot with his left hand and his right hand equally. Come on, man.
I get mad at the Tracy McGrady's. Not, you're a Hall of Famer and all that, but before you became a Hall of Famer, you wasn't doing all that talking in the media on how cold you was. But now that shows me how
who you really was,
what you really was, and how I always said it. I always thought you was a selfish player, that you only cared about your numbers more than winning. And I think the same thing about Arenas, because they rather be rich than win rings. That let me know what type of player you are. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. When you play, I want to win.
Yeah. I like Mac though. Mac was the man. Even though I thought he was a little selfish, but Mac was cold.
Mac was cold, but he was selfish. Long as he got his numbers, he didn't care. That's why he was trying to get on the Spurs. Yeah. He basically was trying to do a Kevin Durant, and it came back to bite him. If I could get a ring at the end, that validate my career.
Well, he almost got it, though. I mean, it just so happened that they got that lucky shot. Ray Allen hit in the corner, but he would have had it.
If he wouldn't have went to the Spurs, they'd have won. As soon as they signed him, what I tell you, Spurs gonna lose. Because they got him.
Vince Carter said he thought he was a little selfish that he left Toronto to go to the Magic. You know,
I don't blame him. He wanted to get paid.
But they say the rumor was Toronto was gonna kind of give him a bag like that if he would have stayed. And he say Tracy didn't return the calls.
That's he say, she say. But I don't think that Toronto for one didn't have the right coaching staff to let him play at first. It took for them to change from what's her name from here Darryl Walker. It took for them to change from Darryl Walker to get his game to elevate. Because when they went to whoever came after Darryl Walker, I don't remember.
I think it was Butch Carter.
But yeah, whoever came behind him, that's what elevated his game. Because while Darryl Walker was there, man, hey,
So
bro,
look, you
hey,
said
bro,
elevate his game.
He went to
Huh?
Miami.
Side question: if Grant don't get hurt, does he still turn into T-Mac the Hall of Famer?
Probably not.
Okay.
Because
That's
He
what
would have played
happened.
the second fiddle like he had Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, but that it happens.
yes,
I mean,
y'all.
you
He
know,
would have
things
played the
have to
second
happen.
fiddle, but with
Grant
Grant,
got hurt.
it would have.
That was big back in the day.
Grant
He got hurt.
would have.
Well, just think about it. If Grant Hill didn't get hurt, let's say Grant Hill did get hurt, like it happened, but Tim Duncan came though, like he's supposed to. Now him and Tim Duncan, you think he would have had that? Negative.
Yeah.
Duncan balled 30 shots a game or
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
He'd got 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have been doing
all
how
that
he
work
doing
come
now.
to Duncan. All that work with Duncan.
I think they would have won maybe some rings. He probably could have still got a little nudge.
They would definitely made it to the.
got enough
But
to
then
get
that
in
changed the whole landscape of the NBA
Yeah.
because two, Dwight Howard doesn't get drafted by Orlando. He
Nope.
gets drafted somewhere else now.
Do the
Orlando
Lakers
ain't
still do the
do
three?
the Lakers do they 3-P?
Yeah,
A
that's-
lot of things change in that. So you got a lot of ifs, ands, and buts that go with that. Because if he would have gone there because Doc Rivers is an idiot. And you don't want I don't want his wife and kids and all that. Bro, are you serious? It's a perennial Hall of
No,
Famer.
you a coach, and you think you bigger than what you are.
Idiot. That's why
That's
you
all
ain't
it
got no
is.
job now.
All them
Damn
coaches be
idiot.
thinking they bigger than what they are.
Just stupid. That's the
Yeah,
dumbest.
but Doc
That's like Michael Jordan said, "Hey, bro, I want my family to travel with me." Okay, cool, bro. What you need? You want them to go on the
Bro,
separate plane?
I'ma get
LeBron
you-
James.
I'ma
any
get you a
superstar.
private jet.
What you need?
Look, you can take my private jet.
That man,
Need
that's
them to
that's
come?
all I need for you to come in. Cool. Where you want the keys at? Let me tell you what hangar is.
And I know you're gonna put that work in.
Yeah.
I'm the owner. I know you're gonna bring my team all this money. We gonna our merchandise sales gonna go up. The stadium, all that.
we gonna
Are you
win.
serious? Come on.
But
man.
you got the selfish players, because if Tim get it, if T-Mac have an all-star year, well, I want mine.
I want my
I want
little
mine
jet too.
I want mine too.
That's cool because Tim ain't never been a person that cared about the money like that. He always just played in the system because he could have been left San Antonio if it was about the money because San Antonio wasn't paying like that,
yeah,
and
wasn't
they
pay-
still ain't gonna pay you
Yeah,
like
I was
that.
right
No,
about
they
that.
maxed him.
But I'm talking about like big time money.
I
Like
agree
we
with
talking
them,
about
because
like
they
4
went for the Alamo
years,
Dome and they
all
paid
this
for
stuff.
But like he
SEC
said,
said.
like he
Yeah.
said, man, take less money so we can win.
And that's what he
That's
did.
what he
That's what
did.
he's
So
doing.
we can win.
That was
We
right
gon'
there.
as long as we win.
We all winning.
Yeah.
At that
We all
point, we
winning.
all getting money. We all get your merchandise sales, your endorsements gonna go up. Most players get paid more off their endorsements than their contract, especially the smaller players, not the big time. The smaller players, them role players, them 6 through 12 guys.
Yeah.
They're the ones who get paid off them endorsements if they get any endorsements.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because their contract's probably league minimum,
Yep.
5 or 10 million or
2
so.
years,
So
yeah.
now you figure if you're a player that's on the bench, you the 6th man all the way down to the 12th or the 15th man, and you getting these endorsements from like a team from Nike. You got a contract with Nike for life. Come on, man. That means you ain't never got to buy gym shoes no more.
Yep.
You never got to buy apparel no more.
Nothing.
Like, come on, man. You can even get a soup contract from Panera Bread.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, it's just some money. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so that helps. You know, people don't see the cause and
Deion
effect
said
of that,
that.
man.
He said he didn't pay for nothing when he was with
Yeah,
the
look at
Cowboys.
prime. That's
Free.
another prime
He said
example.
everything
Look,
is free.
look at exactly what Colorado's doing. What they're doing with their players. He didn't put their numbers and names on their back. He put their ads for their Twitter, their Instagrams on the back. He is selling them.
That
He
was
put
smart.
because he know. All right, I got 20, 25 players on my team that's gonna get NILs.
Yeah,
They can get them. Don't matter how big of the NIL is, but they're gonna get them.
get it.
But for the other 40 players on my roster, how can I get them some bread too, so they don't feel left out? Oh, let me put their Instagram name on the back. Let me put their Twitter name
That's
on
what
the
he did at
back.
Florida
On the
State.
back.
Market
and,
itself.
and marketing. He
And
should
showing
teach
other
marketing
players that's how-
101 and
yeah,
102. That
definitely
is the
should have.
greatest marketing scheme ever.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of players in the NBA and NFL don't get. It ain't just about you. Yeah, you the big dog. You gonna make $250 million. Cool.
But
What about the other 11 players that's on the team that's on that roster with you? What they gonna get?
Because if you win, everybody get it.
Exactly.
Everybody get it. You win, everybody get it.
Also, I don't like how everybody try to crap on when teams win. They didn't play nobody. How the new players.
Yeah.
How they talk about the Bulls. and in 10 years, they're going to say the same thing about
Stay.
the Golden State. Golden State didn't beat nobody. Y'all talking about they ain't play nobody. They going to look at the Houston team that had James Harden. The only person they had was James Harden.
And that ain't true.
They ain't beat no. But what it
Yeah,
is,
that's the
you look at those
push.
players. Oh man, he wasn't no big name, but he was cold. The same way in the '90s, how they say, well, Seattle didn't have nobody. Seattle was cold.
That was cold.
Seattle had the best record in the league.
Shrimp,
But the
Gary,
kids the
Bean,
people who don't know the
Baker.
history, they don't know about the deadlift shrimps.
The Hershey
The
Hawkins.
Hershey
Hawkins.
You know, they don't know about
They was
the Derek
straight.
McKees.
Irvin Johnson, even though he was just getting dunked on a lot, but he was
But
still
they don't know
nice.
about that.
Yeah, so you gonna rebound?
We ain't talking about Irvin Magic Johnson.
But
He-
even the Bulls, when they was winning the East, when they talk about them beating Orlando, the Orlando team was supposed to run the East. And Mike now broke their team up and sent Shaq to L.A.
They had a
Exactly.
You know,
squad.
the Knicks, the Pacers,
Yeah.
the Cavs,
They had good. Them was good rosters.
the Heat.
Yeah.
The Heat was
The
loaded.
Heat back in the day, yeah.
The Heat was loaded.
Even
in the 90s.
look at Charlotte.
Yeah.
Back
Charlotte
then,
was
too.
loaded.
When they had
So,
all them. Come on, man.
If you don't
Lottie
know,
D.
And they had the coldest jerseys ever.
I wish more
Back
people
then,
who
yeah.
talk,
Yeah.
not saying that we experts, but know their history when they talk this talk about people playing against plumbers and all that. You know what I'm saying? When they talk
Oh,
about
yeah, J.J. Redick said that.
when they talk about LeBron, well, LeBron went to the finals 9 times, but dude, you lost.
And all you could do is
You
shoot.
know,
Yeah,
and
nothing
they
to your
and
game.
they
Nothing.
hate on Mike having. Well, Mike won 6, but LeBron went to the finals 9 times, and they always paint the narrative. Well, Mike lost. Mike got swept by the Celtics.
So,
So,
Them Celtics went to the finals.
you had 5 Hall of Famers on the team.
and the
But-
Celtics was in the
But
run
the
at
Celtics,
that
the
time
Celtics,
too.
and my point, Isaiah Thomas, you probably ain't gonna see this, but I wish you did. All that talk you talk when you first got in the league, you ain't went to your 7th year, bro. You had years where you didn't even make the playoffs, bro. You wasn't competing with Magic and Bird when you first got in the league. You was going against Dominique and Bernard King and was losing. Let's keep it a buck. It took you 7 years to get a ring. It took your team time to progress. You didn't come in the league killing. Only player that can say they came in the league killing, Magic and Bird. That's it. Let's keep it a buck. It took you 7 years to get a ring, and your team had to progress.
And he lost in the finals
But
too.
it'll be different if you, Mike, Magic, and Bird, all y'all teams were good at the same time.
Bad at the same time.
Now you can talk. Now that's why the '90s guys talk so highly about Mike, because the Knicks was good at the same time, the Sonics was good at the same time, Portland was good at the same time. All these guys, Utah, all these guys was good at the same time and battled. It wasn't. Philly can't talk with the Bulls because Philly was struggling. They was finding themselves until 2000 when the Bulls was over.
Yeah.
So the teams who was all competing at the same time, they talk that way. So they kill me with they try to paint a picture of a way that it really wasn't. Like I say, Isaiah Thomas, he's just butthurt.
I
No
think he
homo.
mad about the Dream Team stuff.
But
It just put it over the top for
my
me.
thing
You
for that
upset
is,
about
even
that.
with the Dream Team, if you make it a buck, you was your own worst enemy. Everything people that said what they said about Zeke over the years, and Zeke was like one of my favorite players. Hell, my son named after Isaiah Thomas. But everybody called you a snake. You smile in your face, stab him in the back. You show it more and more. You show it more and more. They got you on YouTube, everything how you praise Michael Jordan. And now, every chance you get, you knocking them. But while Mike is number one for me, always will be number one for me, he ain't commenting on none of you clowns saying nothing. The goofball Rich Paul go on the podcast and had a whole podcast
Y'all heard that? Yeah.
down in Mike.
That shit.
You a whole clown.
That was crazy.
Man,
Dude, he went on
Man,
Gill.
you gotta see.
He
I'm
went
at-
on No
watch
Chill
No,
with
this
Gill.
like 4 weeks ago. Like 4
Bro,
or 5
and
weeks ago.
this whole podcast
It went
turned
viral.
into
It's on the reels. You probably saw it. You went past it.
LeBron, Mike number 2 to me because LeBron did this.
Yeah.
Mike a GOAT, but LeBron antlers and platinum, and Mike can gold because Mike ain't never had to deal with what LeBron dealing with. Man, they ain't
So
got
what
nothing
LeBron
to
got
do.
on? LeBron went Nike, right? LeBron got Nike, right?
But my
How
thing
could you
is,
talk?
Nike
thing
wouldn't
is,
exist if it wasn't for Michael
Exactly.
but my thing
How could you
is,
talk that?
they talk about Mike ain't have to deal with the scrutiny LeBron did. What's the book Sam Smith made?
Jordan rules.
Jordan. But
What's
got-
that?
But
What's
you got-
that?
But take it like this too. You said
That's
they
a
said
whole
how
book that
Mike
was
ain't have to deal with the
published.
scrutiny. Well, you got to think about what's the difference between today and the 80s and 90s. Social
Social media.
We didn't have that back then.
Yeah.
So if social media, I guarantee you, I forgot who said it, but I guarantee you, if we had social media in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, half the players that we all are beloved fans on, half of them would be locked up. They'd have been showing how they did drugs,
How they
getting
was
drunk,
woman beaters.
how they was beating up women, all
Mike
that
said
all
that
that
on
stuff
the
would have
last
been.
dance.
They'd have been showing. All them players can tell you, like, yeah, man, we glad we didn't have cell phones back in the 70s, 80s.
If
90s,
we had
what
social
doing.
media, and this is my guy, he number 2 in my book, Magic.
Oh man, if you can have
All the broads Magic been with. Come on, social
You
media
been
would
through
have been
anything.
eating that up.
Magic made it. And y'all bogus for canceling Magic show. That Showtime.
But
that was
this is
no,
what I'm-
that's the writer strike that did that.
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna say about
Black,
Mike. This is
man.
what I'm gonna say about
They
Mike.
both
Even
black,
with social media, you know who Michael Jordan would have been? Derek Jeter.
Hopefully can move. But Derek Jeter, most of his career, for his first, Derek Jeter came up in 94 initially. Then he stuck in the league by 95. So his first 10 years, you didn't have social media.
But what I'm saying
Remember,
is,
Facebook didn't come
how-
out to really 03.
but how
It didn't
Derek
get
Jeter-
not popular
but how
until
Derek-
05, 06.
but how Derek
I'll
Jeter
say
was
08.
with the media, hey
I said,
man,
wait.
Yeah.
like Mike would tell him, if you write something bad about me, I'm done.
Derek
everything was
Jeter,
on publication,
Derek
newspapers
Jeter
and
and Michael
magazines
Jordan
back
are
then.
like Bruce
One
Wayne.
thing,
You see him 1 minute, you don't the next.
Yeah.
They come, see him, and stuff. Oh man, I could have sworn I just seen Derek Jeter.
Out.
Where you go? Gone.
Out.
He back in the Batmobile. Gone. That's what both of them always were.
She said
They
Mike was
both of them are
Teflon.
them
They
are
weren't
prime
trying to-
examples of Dark Knights. You would never see them out doing
Kobe
anything
too.
stupid.
Kobe
But Derek Jeter tell you too in his documentary, he said he's like, man, it took for the older players on my team to tell me like, hey man, you can't be out here like
Yeah.
this. You representing this franchise, you representing
You
all of
New York
us.
Yankees
And that's
shortstop.
when he was like, all right, cool. He buckled down. I'm sure Michael Jordan, when he used to say all them things, especially when he said back in the when they came out the documentary with the Bulls, when he clearly said, like, yeah, when I first got to the league, I seen people doing drugs, they were drinking and all that. Jordan didn't do none of that. He clearly said, I ain't drink, I ain't smoking all
Mike
that.
said, I just want the hoop.
I just want the hoop because he was a kid who just want the hoop. And I'm guarantee you, if you'd have got involved in that, which we don't know if he did or didn't,
Yeah.
and if he got involved in that heavy and got in the media, man, Michael Jordan's career would have been
Because
Kill.
that's how the media is. They want to build you up to tell you that.
Yeah, they wanna make you a
'Cause with
villain.
the gambling and everything. But that
they tried hard with the
for
game.
me, that lets me that further
They got a book on him
cement.
and gambler. The
that-
golf guy he was.
But that
little-
further
Yeah.
cement Mike being cold like he was, because this mog ate steak, this mog smoked cigars, and will still give you 50.
Yeah.
So it's like, come
He
on.
need no
And
nutrition.
That's why
he wanted no sleep
but
chamber.
see, I'm just saying with him, with Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson eat a double cheeseburger and all that before games or a steak. He used to say that and come out and give you 50.
Yeah.
Rock you into the stands. Like, bro, how?
But you know, but what
Are
I
you
tell
human?
people, any athlete is something that helps you get over the edge. You need something to unwind.
Yeah.
So
To
even
break
with
that
Magic,
initial
I
nervousness,
think
yeah.
with Magic, I think Magic and Tiger Woods is one and the same. I think Magic needed all them broads. I think Tiger needed all them broads to take the edge off. What they do with Tiger? Soon as Tiger got caught by his wife and he couldn't have them broads no more, nigga ain't won. Nigga been breaking his leg.
He won one time.
It ain't.
That's it. After
Whatever
that,
it takes to get you over the hump, you got it. Mike needed to gamble.
I think
Mike
Tiger
needed to kick
surprised everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think nobody can say, yeah, I thought Tiger was.
I ain't gonna say that. Want me to tell you why? Because the mob hung with Michael Jordan.
I swear.
The
Yeah, I
mob
mean,
hung with Michael
But he
Jordan.
by himself, I'm like, man, I can't imagine Tiger Woods coming up to somebody and just got all them chicks like that. Like, come on, bro.
I
Tiger,
can't.
look, Tiger probably got that.
Oh yeah, Tiger probably definitely got that mouth. I mean, but
He was hanging with Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley. I ain't surprised.
Man, Mike
by
can kick
nothing.
it with everybody, man.
Who? Why wouldn't you? Kick it with
Exactly.
Mike?
I'd
Cool
love to
breed.
see him out with Oak though.
Oh, they ain't number
I'd
straight.
love to
They
see
ain't
him out
number
with
straight ghetto.
I know they clowning with him and Oak.
But
Oh,
everybody
man.
say Mike like to kick it. But
Yeah.
on the last dance, he say that's why him and Barkley was so cool, because he say I wish I could go out and do what Charles do, but I got too much on the line.
It's career.
I got too much to lose. So I've always respected him for that. But as far as people just hating on old school players, without the old school ain't no new school, man. You know, like now, everybody acting like they ain't never seen nothing like John Morant before. What was Derrick Rose? What was Kevin Johnson? You know what I'm saying? You had explosive point guards before. Russ!
Yeah.
Russ! You know what I'm saying?
They
Steve
be- They be
Francis.
clowning.
Baron
Russell.
Davis.
BD.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
just John Morant up just. My God.
His
And he
ups-
got them long ass arms.
What
too,
make
though.
his ups so he got them long arms and he's skinny and he's
Yeah.
wiry. So when he jump up, he's so loose with it.
Man, he just, he reminded me of Darius Miles, just 5 inches shorter.
Yeah.
Because D Miles is wiry, real skinny like
And
that.
D. Miles should
But
throw
D
that
Miles
motherfucker
6'9", 6'10". John Morant probably 6'3".
I used to love.
actual
I used to
height.
love watching Steve Francis jump. Boy, he used
Steve
to
Francis
get
had
Francis
bounce.
had
and
bounce.
BD before he hurt his knee.
Yeah.
BD was dunking on Moggs
Yeah.
after he hurt his knee.
Exactly.
Because he tore his ACL at UCLA and was still banging on people.
But like the argument I always make when it comes down to new school, old school, I say if you look at a roster, let's take the Knicks roster or the Knicks, or we can even use Orlando, whatever, or even Indiana. You take their roster 1 through 12. You take a roster today 1 through 12. You go through that first 12 on today's roster, you probably only get about 4 players that probably give you 20 on a regular, maybe on that 1 through 12 in that old school roster. 1 through 10, maybe even 12, probably give you 20 on a regular night.
The
They
old
just
Knicks
ain't doing
with
it
Larry
because
Johnson.
the team they playing with.
Man.
Like you look at some
All
of these
them
squads,
dudes,
like
dog.
all them
But
teams
that's
back
when we used
then
to,
had
when we used to debate.
skills.
When we used to debate about Noah. And I'm like, dude, in the 90s, Noah wouldn't have got off the bench. He wouldn't have got off the bench.
couldn't
He
score.
didn't have a skill.
Nah.
Me and him always debate about Draymond. Everybody loved Draymond.
That's my boy.
Draymond in the 90s, he's a typical player. And he's 6'6". So it wasn't positionless then. So Draymond, at his skill, let's say they put him at 2 guard.
Yeah.
He ain't getting off the bench.
No, he ain't.
If they put him at small forward,
When I saw him in
Small.
Michigan
he
State,
ain't getting off the bench.
when I saw him in Michigan
Small.
State, been watching ball for so long. When I saw his size as well, I'm like, I'm looking at the combo guards in the league, 6'4", 6'6", 6'7". Not with that weight in your skills, you ain't hanging.
What set him apart
You
is
ain't
that the league became positionless. That's why when we talk about the 96 Bulls, the 96 Bulls are actually built for today's game.
Yeah.
You look at they five, they put Mike, Harper, Scotty, Rodman.
Only.
You put Lonely on the bench. In today's game, you start Kukoc.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You start Kukoc.
Because Kukoc put it over the top for him, because I really think...
But
don't-
you start
6'10", 6'11".
But you start
and he doing
Kukoc,
everything.
Because ain't no
He
real
Lamar
post
Odom
player.
before Lamar Odom.
You bring Luke in when they play a Joker.
Yeah. Take
But
them
when they
fouls
playing
and all
everybody else, dude, who finna stop that five? They can guard, all five can guard anybody, which is what today's game is. You know what I'm saying? So people don't look at stuff like that. They look at Golden State as they shoot all these threes. You mean to tell me the Bulls, the way they were, wouldn't take something and shoot threes?
that. Hell, you can shoot 25 threes a game and one person
But-
shooting 12.
I bring Kerr off the bench. I bring Bushla off the bench.
And they had shots.
You think
They
gonna-
can't do nothing else. They gonna knock down the wide open
They
three.
specialty players just like Steph Curry
Yeah.
would have been back then.
Yeah.
At that time, he'd have been a specialty player.
Steph would have been Abdul Rauf.
If
He's been Abdul Rauf.
Well, it depends on if he got over being how he was when he first came in the league, when his ankles was messed up and all that. If he actually got over there, got the confidence of a coach that could allow him to shoot like that, then
In the
yeah.
90s, you can't shoot like that.
Nah,
If he
close.
shoots two of them threes from half court, he ain't playing for 3
Ralph,
weeks.
You
played
shoot
ball
one
in
of
high
those
school.
threes
You
from half
shoot threes
court.
like that, you sitting on the bench.
You better be making 90% of them.
You sitting on the bench.
If you wide open, you shooting, cool. And they going in, cool. But second, if you wide open, you shot 5 wide open threes and you missed 4 of them, bro.
Threes
it's over
like
with.
that is
Your
desperation.
3-pointers for the
That's
rest of the
'cause you
game.
just had to
Gotta go
shoot.
to the hole.
Look at Clay. Clay would have been like Ricky Pierce. Coming off the bench, Andrew Toney. Coming off the bench,
Hey,
giving buckets.
Yeah.
Ricky, I was about to say Ricky Pierce was cold.
But that's what I'm saying. That's all he would have
Yeah,
been.
and he played defense too, and he got size with him. Yeah, man, yeah, that probably been Clay. Yeah, definitely.
So,
or even like a D3. He'd have been like Dennis Scott, except he can play. He can move better than Dennis
three
Scott.
can't play D.
Yeah, and he can play. And he,
He
can
couldn't-
play D, but
he couldn't move.
But he could put that boy in the hole though.
It was slow. He ain't had no quick shot though.
Hey, but D3.
You know what
But-
team I love to see to play 96 Bulls? That back-to-back Lakers team with Kobe. They had them 3 7-footers. I love to see them play 96 Bulls.
They done marked their ass.
Bynum,
The
the
Bulls
Gasol,
would've got-
Odom.
Oh, I thought you were talking
That's
about.
because the size. 3 7-footers?
Oh, even if you took the 01 Lakers against the 96 Bulls, I think the 01 Lakers would have beat them because of Shaq alone. Because that's when Shaq was killing everybody.
Yeah.
Who is him alone?
He led the league in
Who's
blocks.
gonna guard
They
him?
would have let Shaq get 40 a game.
Yeah,
And they'd have shut everybody
you would have had
else
to.
down.
You would
That's
have
all
had to.
But you know,
They'd have let Shaq
Ralph,
get his money.
Shaq kryptonite is Rodman. Don't know. No,
I don't know about 2000.
2000, that was like one
Rodman
of
wasn't
his
even.
best.
Rodman wasn't
And we
even.
took 90s Rodman.
What I'm saying is, by 2000, all that feeling on your booty,
That
getting
was
in,
done. Could do
that
that.
was done. You weren't getting that.
You talk
That's
about,
like Mike in I'll say 90. I ain't gonna even give him 91. That's like Mike in 90. When Mike got them weights, and Detroit was that Jordan rule shit. In 90, that wasn't none of that happening. Mike was on their head. It was just, the 33 episode, but we ain't gonna even get in that.
Yeah,
Shaq was that was Shaq one of his
Don't get
most
into
dominant years. He was fully built. That's why you always see him making that muscle. You see that Superman
Yeah.
tattoo sticking out.
I mean, yeah.
Ain't nobody would have been
He
a
led
guard
the NBA in all the rebounds, blocks.
Man, Shaq would have been
Shaq
out
would
there.
have
with the
put
most
up.
dunks in the
Shaq would have
season.
put up Will
60
Chamberlain
on the
numbers
Bulls.
against the Bulls. He'd been putting up 45 and 20.
All you would have needed is the rest of them just to get lucky.
But they would have shut all the rest of them down.
They would eventually have to start triple teaming Shaq, and if Shaq started finding them shooters, you got
They
a problem.
wouldn't. But the Bulls wouldn't triple team Shaq. They 3-headed monster at center just would have get them 18 fouls. But Shaq would have been putting up 40, and MJ would have been putting up 50 on Kobe. He'd have been at Kobe head.
Well, you had Kobe, Rick Fox, all of them guarding them. Rick Kobe, Rick Fox,
Don't matter.
Ryan Shaw,
Rick
Ron,
Fox.
But you got to think Ron Harper was on that area too.
Yeah.
And 33 was there, so
They had
33
three
would
of the old
have
Bulls
been a
players.
problem.
They had Ron, Horace Grant,
Rick Fox
and that
would've
Laker
did nothing
team,
with
and one
33.
other guy.
He
Forget
wouldn't have
the
did
other
nothing with 33. Brian Shaw would have just been there.
Yeah,
It'd been 4-5. They
Hey,
They'd have had
why
Mike.
he disrespectful?
Stop it, man.
Talking about some Brian Shaw just had a jersey on out there running
Come
around,
on,
man.
Brian Shaw and Ron
Right,
Harper
man.
would have been guarding each other. And Ron Harper would have shut Brian Shaw down.
Exactly.
Stop it.
No, that's what I'm saying too. Because that was 01. That's when Harper was with the Lakers.
But you said the 96 Bulls,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. So what you on? But okay. So you saying if they would have kept, let's say they playing 96. So if we playing on a video game, you got Ron Harper versus Ron Harper. Basically, 5 years later, Harper compared to
Bulls
96.
Harper's better though.
Five
You know,
years
Bulls
later,
like, come on,
Harper-
right? Bulls
five years
Harper's
later-
better. Stop
5
that.
years later, Harper,
Right.
shit, you could have had Bushler
Ron
guarding
was
him.
throwing shit down with the Bulls. Yeah, Ron was throwing shit
I'm
down.
just saying that would have been a tough matchup, man. Because game one, they probably been trying to figure it out, but then after a while, and then you got 01 Phil Jackson versus 96 Phil Jackson. So now you got a dominant big man, something he ain't never have,
Nah.
Don't
compared
matter.
to not
I
running
don't care
triangle
who-
now.
I don't care who he got.
I think that would have been
He
tough.
ain't got 23.
Hey, that's a seven. That's a 7-game series.
He
That
got,
I would have loved to see.
they can say Kobe all they want.
Nah,
He
Kobe,
ain't got 23.
Kobe was just coming into it at that point in time.
He ain't got 23.
If Kobe would have got on some retarded shit, then yeah, they probably just killed the Bulls. Would have killed them then.
He ain't got
Kobe
23.
was killing the 2000.
Now, Kobe
I
would
think
have
it'd
been
been
on
way
some.
closer than people think it is.
Kobe would have been on some. I gotta go. Kobe and Shaq would have been the problem because Kobe would have been like,
I gotta go at Mike.
back at Mike.
And Mike,
And
come
Mike
on.
would have been straight talking. Let's go, young blood.
Yeah.
Mike would have gave him a jab step. Put this in your repertoire, young blood. Ain't that your mom in the stands? Tell her let's go out to dinner later. Tell her take her on a date and your daddy out to dinner and your sister. I can have your sister talk to Jeff.
Jeff Van Gundy. Jeff Van.
No, Bulls.
They got a reality show coming out, Ralph. Just in time for you in the fall.
But we just
You gonna
said-
tune in, Ralph.
Of course, I'm
You
gonna
go
tune
tune in.
So on that note, we just wanted to talk about, why it be so much hate for the old school when 90s ball was just exciting. Even though the scores wasn't as astronomical as they are, if you was there,
The play.
90s play was just as exciting as it is now. And the score would be 89-84.
Yeah, nobody want to see
in
no
the game.
127, 120
You won't-
game.
and-
I
You
want
saw
some
that in
defense.
overtime in the 90s.
And when playoffs
Overtime,
come,
you saw
when
it.
playoffs come, you knew defense was being played.
Yeah.
So you look forward to the physicality instead of just the free flowing offense. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think no era is better than one era. I think it's just progression of the game.
Yep.
That's all it is. It's just the progression of the game. Like, you can't get older guys to say nothing bad about Dr. J. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, if Dr. J played now with Evolution, Dr. J a killer. But you can look at it, Dr. J will mess around and be Paul George.
I swear, I was thinking.
He'll be a Paul George type. You know what I'm saying? So, Kevin Durant, you can't
Kevin Durant been tough in Indy.
Kevin Durant,
Because he got
for
skill,
me,
bro.
for
That's the
me,
shit.
7 feet.
with him being able to shoot,
With skill.
Kevin Durant would be a Bob McAdoo or something. Because back in the day, they wouldn't let Bob McAdoo do what Kevin Durant do. They'd have had him in the post.
Yep.
Ralph Sampson the same way. Ralph Sampson would have been like, what's my man used to play for the Knicks? They play for the Wizards now. 7'4".
Porzingis.
Ralph Sampson would have been
The
Porzingis.
unicorn.
For trash.
No, Porzingis is good. He just can't stay. He just can't stay
Boston
healthy.
now, too.
He with Boston.
Ralph
So-
Sampson is whatever.
What I'm saying is, his game, he wanted to shoot jumpers. He didn't want to be down low, posting up. But at that time, they like, nah, you 7'4", get in the hole.
Yeah.
So that's things you need to, people need to put in mind. But you know, what we know? What do we know? We just the know-it-alls, right, fellas?
Exactly.
So, like I say, hit that like, hit that subscribe, send us some comments. What you think? You know, let us know. You know, one of y'all, you know, some of y'all want to come on here, join us. Y'all welcome. Y'all ain't gonna come. Y'all just talk a lot of talk, so we ain't even worried about that. Next show, Love 1030. Holla at us next show. On behalf of the crew, Big Ralph, and I'm the know-it-all.